The R&D department is under a lot of pressure, and I've been on to them.
Technical fuck up.
That's it.
Oh yeah.
Hey, you do it with your teeth. Gosh.
I'd like to see that too.
Alright, technical fuck up.
If you're a creep, I'm sorry. I can't.
Sorry,
Bunch of
90%
guys
of our
going,
listeners.
damn. Technical fuck up.
God damn it, my nudes are online and it's terrible lighting.
Like one obesity burger, please. Not all men are warm. Some of us are cold, dead bastards. Technical fuck up.
I've never listened to the intro. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, everybody. My name's Keeks, and welcome to podcast number 53. Three. Okay, thanks.
Oh my god, what a
On
great
the
start.
3rd of October, 2016.
Keep going. Correct so far.
Come on.
That's
You
it.
can do it.
Fucking nailed it.
We believe.
I'm joined with, of course, Xenon and Milky.
Yes, I'm here.
Yay!
And Milky is also here. I was about to listen to our intro, but the problem is the amount of time that YouTube has lag is the same amount of time that our intro takes. So just as you start talking, our intro starts. I'm like, oh, well, I've got to mute that now.
Perfect.
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 Well, they can't hear you listening to the intro over the top of us talking, so...
Well, yeah, but I've got to listen to you talking for my cue for you when you introduce me, and I'm all like, hello, everybody.
What is that in the background? I can hear like a
That
kid
would
yelling.
That would be a baby. Well, a
Oh.
toddler.
Aw,
that'd be Benjamin.
Toddler.
Toddler
Oh my
is-
god! When he
he's like-
says good luck.
Yes. No, he's not saying good luck at the moment. He's saying, Daddy!
Oh,
Screaming from the
my.
other room. He will not go to sleep even though it's 9 o'clock.
You can be the
Oh,
guest
Jesus.
star on the podcast.
I don't think all you do is ask a lot of questions.
Well, that's
and
what
then
we
get
do.
bored and want to
What we
get up
do.
and run around.
Right, he can explain to us all about being young and impressionable.
Young and innocent.
Yeah.
Oh,
All
not
of
so
those
innocent.
things. So,
He's still going. He's been going for about an hour.
Daddy!
The fact that I'm talking now means he's not likely to go to sleep anytime soon. Because
Poor
my room and
thing.
his room are right next to each other.
he's not dealing with daylight savings.
No, he's not. Deal with it.
I feel he's
Get
paying.
on with it. He did sleep
Getting-
until like 9:30 in the morning the other night. The other morning.
I have to get up like in the dark now. I hate daylight savings.
What time do you actually get up? Because like, you were posting this morning, it's
Life.
like, oh, it's dark outside. It's like, I think I got up before you did, Keys, and it wasn't dark outside.
It was totally dark outside. I have to be at work by 7, so I get up at like,
Oh, okay.
5:36
Yeah, I didn't
-ish.
get out. I wasn't out of there until probably 7:30. I got there. I was like, yeah, it's overcast. It's not dark.
I was just complaining about it being dark when I got up, not that it was dark at the time.
Fair enough.
Yes. Yes, we
Oh,
have a new chat layout. I've been playing with things.
Show me the chat layout. Also, the page we're looking at is not what's
Ooh,
we're seeing on the
hello!
screen.
I just saw it pop up on
No,
the
it's not.
on the YouTubes. Chat
On the YouTubes.
I'm sorry, I'll bring it over here so you can see what's happening.
Yeah, bring it over there.
puppies.
There we go. There we go.
So
Now we're cracking.
daylight saving. I lost an hour. Trying to. This is how absolutely smashed I am from my whole week of Xbox, Microsoft, and Expo. My brain is more delayed and mushy than usual. We lost the hour, and then it was like, okay, now you spend 12 hours plus on your feet walking around answering questions on Family Day of Expo. The upside was I did get to hug and hold one of my boss's
That sounds inappropriate.
children.
Oh.
No,
Still slightly inappropriate.
his young, no, like, I'm not even kidding, his 6-month-old is the cutest little chubby bub ever. So cute. And everyone's like, Milky, you're so clucky. Child, I have been clucky since my brother was born. Just not ready for my own babies, so I live vicariously through other people. Like,
It's a good way to be.
cuddling the babies. The babies.
Arm that shit back.
Oh my god, chat's getting saucy. Ban that fucker.
Time out.
Yes.
Where's it
Alright.
getting?
I
Where's
spent
it getting
hours on
saucy?
this.
Where are we
On
starting from today?
Yes.
Hey,
Brooklyn!
Brooklyn.
It's Brooklyn's finest.
No, it's not.
Hey, Brooklyn. We're
Isn't
on
this
the
supposed to be an R
podcast
in it?
and
You've got Brooklyn. I think it's a cheap knockoff
I'm on
of
the
Brooklyn.
podcast before we start streaming later. Yay.
Yes,
Man,
I
you
think
are dedicated to be streaming afterwards. I almost didn't make it to this podcast,
Oof.
but I had a cup of concrete and now I'm ready to go.
Now you're ready to roar and to go.
Harden
Well, not
the
roaring,
fuck up.
I'm hardening the fuck up and let's go. Valve
Alright.
changes Steam reviews again.
Yes.
What did they
What?
change?
Oh no.
They changed things
I think for the better.
for the better.
Is it for the better? I'm asking Keys because I know he doesn't know because he hasn't read anything for this week.
Yeah, I remember reading this like a week ago, and then I
So this
forgot
is
about it
actually
since then.
something we actually reported on last. I think we actually knew about this last podcast, but it wasn't big news back then. Basically, if you remember the news topic from 2 weeks ago, Valve made some big changes to their Steam reviews. Developers didn't like them because it made their games look worse, or to be honest, more accurately, it made the reviews more accurate. So the actual review score. Steam a couple of days later, which I think was probably the day that we actually had the podcast, and I think I may have said this already, but they've now changed it so that the review scores stay the same. Like if you purchase a game outside of Steam and use a Steam code in order to redeem your game, the score still stays the same. Your score essentially doesn't count, but your review still does count. So if you make an actual written review, that will still show up as per normal. That is the long and the short of it there. I think I have summarized that brilliantly. Well done, me.
Yeah,
Well
no, I
done.
guess that makes sense because I know they're having trouble before with it being sort of easy to sway, I guess.
Yeah, I mean it's basically like the developer could give a bunch of keys to people who he knew was going to upvote the game essentially, and it didn't cost them anything. So I guess I like it.
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest, I think it's a good idea. I mean, I think still the reviews written by people still have merit, but
Yeah.
it shouldn't really influence the score at the end of the day.
Oh, speaking of reviews and merit,
Oh,
Brilliant segue.
I know.
I wrote a review on the game that me and Xenon played. Or
What
on
was that
stream
game
the other
called?
day.
Keeks?
The Uncertain.
Well
episode
done.
1.
I
Yeah,
thought
I
you were going to
remember.
remember.
No, I remember. I had to think of it
Keeks
while I was
remembers our
talking,
time together.
but I remember.
Pepperidge Farm remembers.
Pepperidge
Yes.
Farm remembers.
I wrote a somewhat negative review on that. Not super negative.
it
I
was-
gave
I
I think it
points
was. Actually,
and
no,
reasons.
it was informative and negative. I wouldn't
Yeah.
say it was negative first. Like it wasn't abusive, but it was
No.
thorough.
I gave reasons why I didn't like it.
Yeah, you weren't just like fuck this shit. It's crap.
Yeah.
Downvote. It was a well thought out and relatively error free review. Well done.
Yeah, and the
Anyway, the point of this
developers replied to it, which was
They
interesting.
actually replied really quickly, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. Really quickly. I was like, whoa, okay. They're actually reading reviews, which I was quite proud of. I'm glad that developers are reading reviews, and they took in what I said and said that they were hoping that the next episode they can improve on what they had made so far. So
Hey,
at least they are reading, however much they can
Yeah.
understand because they are Russian.
Yeah, I mean, considering it's not their first language, I mean, they may actually just have English, English Steam, not reviewers, Steam forum moderators answering this sort of stuff. But yeah, I mean, I appreciated that they took it the way the developers are supposed to take these sort of things, especially considering you didn't just say this is shit, downvote.
Yeah, don't buy this. Yeah.
Yeah, you actually gave reasoned answers and they actually addressed them. I mean, it was a little bit PR-ish. Like they didn't say, "Oh, look, we know this is a problem. We're working really hard to try and fix it. Here's what we're going to do." It was more of a blanket sort of, "Yes, we realize there are problems. We're going to try and fix them" type of thing. But
Oh,
it was
that's nice.
still appreciated. I think I read it and I was like, "Oh."
Aww.
I give them credit for reading the reviews that are written and taking them in, or hopefully doing something else. And that actually made me think maybe I'll try the next one, just because
that was my next question. Like, has it swayed you? Because you said at the end of the last stream that you weren't going to buy the next one. I was going to say, has it swayed you to maybe purchase the next one?
It has a little bit, to the fact that, okay, if they are taking these in, then maybe they might try a bit harder in the next episode. So I'll play it, but in saying that, I will be like 10 times more critical about the next one.
I thought you'd change this.
Yeah, that's right.
You betrayed me.
Yeah. So
that is going to be
here's
very
all
much
the
case.
things. Yeah, here's all the things people didn't like. Let's see if they fix them. No.
No. Also, it crashed. Are we going to do it together, or are you just going to do it on your own?
No, we can do it together again. That was pretty fun.
I actually enjoyed it. I actually watched some of it today.
Yeah.
I was sitting there bored at a conference. I'm like, love listening to myself. Narcissistic fuck that I am.
Oh, you.
Jesus.
Yeah, so that was I think appreciated on Keegs's behalf. But yes, I am very interested to see whether or not they actually take any of your criticism on board and actually do something about it, or whether they're just, giving you lip service and saying, yeah, no worries, we're gonna fix all this shit, and then do nothing.
Yeah.
I'm wondering how much can they change in between now and release day of their next one.
Interesting.
When is the next release of the
who knows?
Uncertain? We are uncertain.
Oh, by the way, Xenon, you might want to.
Go to bed?
One of you.
Okay.
Yep. No, you might want to change the delay for the chat appearing on the video to be a bit
Not
more
my job.
long. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's above my
Keegs.
pay grade.
That's one of the things that I'll.
Yeah,
I'll
longer so it
Keegs
appears
is
on the
fixing
screen
on the fly.
longer.
No, I love it showing up for half a second. It gives me like a game to play. I'm like, ooh, what did that one say? Then I have to go back.
dear.
Never mind.
I was expecting chat to be more active. Get active, chat.
Oh, damn.
You heard him chat.
You heard
Release
him, yeah.
Release the monkeys.
Typey.
Just trying to find when the next.
Oh dear, Vince is like, come here, Zen, and I'll give you some lip service. Rawr.
Oh my.
Vince, see me after class.
Hooly dooly.
Hooly dooly.
Yes.
I'm just trying to find when the episode 2 release is. I'm looking on the Steam page. That may be the wrong place to look. Uncertain episode 2. Nope, I got a lot of stuff for episode 1. Uncertain episode 2. Oh, part 2 of the. No, that's not it. That's somebody's
You're
second
like,
half
what?
of the first episode.
uh.
That's not right. Let's just look for the uncertain. Keep going. I'll let you know. I'll chime in if I find something.
Okay. So the next point on our topics
Yes.
tonight is that ESL 1, the CS:GO tournament that finished today,
Yes.
had VR.
Timely.
You could watch it in VR,
Ooh,
which was
hooly
quite
dooly.
interesting.
Did you watch it in VR, Kicks?
I actually didn't. I meant to, and then the time
You let
difference
us down.
because it was in New York. It was like starting at 1 in the morning and then going to like, I think it finished today at about 3, and I was at work. But I didn't mean to. But I did see like the demo and that of it. Actually, the demo's over here. I'll show the demo.
That's interesting, yeah.
It looked interesting.
VR.
I like the idea of it because you can you can sort of look around. It's not capturing that.
Yeah, I actually had a look at the sorry. Lurgy. I had a look around in one of the VR videos that they've got where you can just like spin the video around and have a look inside it, like the 360 videos. And it was interesting. I mean, you can't move around in it, but it's interesting. I think having VR would add an extra dimension to it.
I like the idea of it because you can watch what's happening on the actual stream, or you can actually just drag yourself around and look at what's going on.
That big TV thing that you're showing just to the left, does that follow you around or?
Well, it does for each.
Just
I'm assuming it's for each scene. I'm not actually sure how it worked. I don't know because like I said, I didn't actually try it. I meant to, but I didn't because you had to download a program just especially to do it from Silver TV and that. But I like the idea that you can see what's happening on the camera, but you can also sort of drag yourself around, like what's happening on screen, which I thought was kind of interesting. It's a different perspective of like seeing an esports game happening.
Yeah, man.
Literally a different perspective.
Yeah, like, could you imagine? Were they selling tickets that way, or
No,
were
it was
they...
free. It was free to do. It just it
Yeah.
had like that screen that you could see was what was happening on stream, and then I think it put you in different parts of the map, and you can look around about the action that's happening. I wish I'd actually tried it now, but I didn't really get a chance to because of the time difference. But I think it's
because I'm just imagining like the possibility of selling tickets for a seat in the VR stadium, you know, that kind of thing. That would be cool.
I
I'm
don't
so
know if
tired.
I don't know if I'd be happy about buying a virtual seat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
'cause-
the thing is with actual physical seats, there are a set number of actual physical seats. Then, hence the price for the closest seats or the best seats will go up. Prices for the shit seats will go down. In VR, it's all virtual. There's no you can pull stuff out of nowhere. There's no.
That's
I
true.
don't
Well,
really see any reason for it.
if you don't teleport, if
Yeah.
you don't teleport and stuff, during, or like, they just don't have that option.
Oh,
Hang on,
yes,
let me double
disconnected.
check.
Ah!
Reconnection successful. Don't worry.
Yay, we're back! Hooray! Woo! I get excited about the stupidest things.
It's okay. We all do. But it's very much like if you're stationary during the VR, ticket, like your seat kind of thing, then in that case, like, if you're closer to the action, then you could.
But then you're putting
charge
artificial
more.
limits on things for profit, and that way madness lies. Well, that way good business sense lies, but madness at the same time.
Yeah, good business sense.
Well, yeah, I mean, you are essentially putting an artificial limit on something that doesn't need to be artificially limited, and fans will get cranky about that sort of thing.
That's
But
true.
I can understand it for actual physical seating, not so much for virtual seating, where there is no need or reason for it. So, I mean, I think it's probably one of those things that's always going to be free. Unless there's a reason, like something might actually cost something more to provide, like like a second stream or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I can't see there being any
Early
reason
days.
I can't see there being any reason for it to like cost money because you can already connect to some of the big games via GeoTV, so you can go into the game and then join the server as a spectator and do your own camera work anyway.
Ooh.
So I think being in VR in this respect it was cool having what the stream was seeing on one point. So you could still watch the stream in VR, but if something was happening near that area you could watch it from above. I guess it just sort of gives you that illusion of being within the game. I don't know. It is a gimmick, but I think if it gets improved on and continues on, I could see it in like real sports, like even football or tennis or whatever, if you can be your own cameraman on the field.
I mean, I guess I can see that happening. I like see something like that catching on. I just don't really see how the technical side of it would work.
It is a gimmick in the end, really. It's just like, I can just watch it virtually and do. I can watch what I want to see. I can watch my favorite player and just follow them around rather than whatever the camera's watching. Or
what I thought we'd have by now.
What's that?
Multiple channels, in like multiple video angles, being able to select which video angle I watched in a live, let's say, soccer game.
Oh yeah.
Or car racing, let's say.
Can switch cameras on your own. Sort of thing.
In car racing, there's they must have 50 or 60 cameras at least.
That's true. Yeah.
I can't choose between them. Why not? This is something that someone told me about that Germany has had. They told me about that probably 15 years ago, and it's still not a thing. How's it still not a thing?
Is for Australia?
Oh, I know. Yeah, I haven't even heard of it. That's just it. It doesn't even sound like we're even close.
Well, I mean, our government doesn't prioritize it, or our media doesn't know how to utilize the innovative stuff. To the
surely
point
online
where it's
can't be that difficult to get different camera feeds and just go, I want this one, I want this one, I want this one.
Well, I mean, I know one of my favorite companies, Rooster Teeth, their Achievement Hunter, kind of department, not kind of, the Achievement Hunter department, tested out live streaming, and you could select whose camera you were looking at, like whose webcam you were watching the feed from. And it was like a live stream of, I think, a Destiny raid, or like they were all doing something, and then you could pick, oh, you could watch Michael's cam or Gavin's or Ryan's or Jack's or Jeff's or Jeremy's, and it was like, that was cool. And they had that whole setup, and they ended up being individual videos on YouTube that you could just click.
I
And
think
then watch the stream. So yeah,
yeah,
you're right. I don't know why Australia. I don't know.
I think maybe there's not much call for it, but I think if it's something that we had, like something that just got introduced one day, and then it got taken away, people would complain because it's something that's relatively. It's not something you'd use every day, but it's like I'd rather watch this view when I was, watching, Bathurst, for example, is on next weekend. If you're not aware of what Bathurst is, it's Australia's apparently greatest car race where they basically race cars for. Yeah, so it's a big Australian car race where it's relatively famous. So I'd like to be able to watch that in different car views. I mean, I like the in-car view more than pretty much every other view that's there. And I'd like to be able to choose to watch the in-car view, but nope, can't do it.
Sucks.
It would be cool.
Kinda
actually.
sucks.
You can skip
I just
between
don't know
the
why
ones.
even if, due to our horrible Australian internet connection, even if the footage was laggy, just having that capability would be really nice.
Well, the average internet connection can stream something like 720p, and remember, you're only streaming individual cameras. It's not like you're streaming multiple cameras at once. So they shouldn't. I mean, I don't think there's any technical reason why it can't be done. I suspect the cynic in me says that business hasn't found a way to charge more for it yet.
Probably,
And that's probably why we actually don't have it. So, who knows? Oh, on that point, YouTube does actually allow you to broadcast multiple channels at once.
Yeah, I've seen that the cameras. You can add cameras or something.
Yeah, exactly. Adding cameras. I've never tried it, but I'd like to. I'd like to give it a go one day and just see how it works. Like maybe if we were going to live stream a game together, we'd both if I ever get NBN, maybe we'll try that case.
Yeah, no, that'd be cool. It'd be interesting.
I've never seen anybody that actually has multiple cameras or has ever used it, or I don't know if it's an option that you have to select, or
I'm not even exactly sure how it works.
I presume that there's another option appears in YouTube at the bottom of a YouTube window. It's like, view 2, and you click on that and it flicks to the other view. That's what I imagine happens. I have actually no idea.
Yeah, it makes sense because then it'd just be like a TV thing, really.
Yeah, it's exactly what we want from television.
Yeah.
Turns out YouTube had it all along. I just tweeted out to Come On Games, asking them when episode 2 is. Oh god, I can't even talk. When episode 2 of The Incertain's coming out. So I'll let you know if and when they reply.
Oh, by the way, scrolling up on chat, who's Jamball?
Jamball?
Yeah.
Jamball is Beagle's girlfriend. I don't think they're married. I haven't spoken to her in probably about 2 years, but
oh damn.
She became. I'm not going to say famous or even. I don't want to diss her, but she's. I think she became famous because she became Beagle's girlfriend. If you don't know who Beagle is, he's a famous XCOM streamer.
Okay.
He used to be in Shack. I don't think he is anymore. But she's his girlfriend, and she streams a lot.
I say.
If they're referencing Jamball, that's who they're talking about.
Oh yeah, because someone called Ed was like, "Is that Jamball?" And it's like, "No, that's Milky."
No, no,
that's Milky.
I've asked Jamball probably 3 times, I think, to come on. She never responded, so I'm like, well, I'm going to assume that's a no.
just
guess not.
Vince, he's famous as far as XCOM streamers go. Probably the most famous, actually. He's actually paid by XCOM to stream. Or was it? I think
damn, man, damn.
That's
he
only
went to
my
XCOM events and shit.
Get that XCOM money.
Told all
that XCOM money.
All that XCOM money.
I think one of his more famous streams, one of the streams I actually watched was back when he was still in Shack. He had like 800 or 900 people watching. This is back when XCOM was. I don't think it's even out yet. I think it might have been in alpha or beta status.
Those are huge numbers, man.
Yeah,
Jealous.
it was huge. He became he sort of exploded overnight.
I can imagine. Holy poop.
Yeah. Vince says, I asked Jamball too. She didn't respond to me either, which I think is really weird. Why, Vince? Is your male white privilege coming to the fore? She's not required to answer you.
Oh. Oh dear.
Yes. Actually, we've got one more thing to add about developers responding correctly. Some of you probably watched my Event Zero stream or streams that I did about 2 weeks ago. You'll know that I tweeted at the developers and said, because if you don't know, I got right to the end of the game and there was a bug that prevented me from finishing. I won't give you any spoilers, but it essentially just stopped me from finishing. So I took a screenshot, tweeted the developers and said, is this supposed to be this way? It doesn't look like it's right, because we couldn't figure out why it wasn't working. And the developers responded like within about 2 minutes and said, no, that's not what's supposed to happen. Try this. Couldn't get it fixed, so I emailed them, because I said to email them if it didn't work, with the screenshot and a description of what I did.
Yeah.
They failed to get back to me within like 4 or 5 days, so I emailed them again.
Yeah.
And said, did this fall through the cracks? What's going on? And they said, oh yeah, sorry, try this. And I tried it, so I emailed them back and said, no, that didn't work. And I haven't heard anything from them again.
Those fuckers. I actually saw...
Actually,
no, sorry, I didn't see.
Don't they know that I paid money for this game, and as such I am entitled? I was entitled beforehand, but anyway.
I was listening to the Optional podcast, and what's the name? Fucking Dex Bonus. What's her actual name? Fuck, I've completely gone a blank on the name. Yeah, Dodger. There we go. Yeah, she had the same problem, and that's why she couldn't finish.
Oh, did she have the same problem as I did?
Yeah, she had the same issue.
I do remember her saying something about that. I didn't think she was talking about Event Zero, though, was she?
Yep, no, she was.
Oh, did she have exactly the same problem as me? Did she actually show it? Because I heard her say something, and I went, "Oh, I had a similar issue."
Yeah, she got to the end, and I don't think it was like exactly the same because you had the screen issue, but she couldn't talk to the AI anymore. It just wouldn't answer anymore.
Oh, interesting.
And she was like, "Oh, is this part of the game because of the whole AI interaction thing?" And then apparently one of the developers came in the stream, like, "Oh, yeah, that's not meant to happen."
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I remember her saying that. I didn't realise I was only half listening. I didn't realise I was talking about Event Zero. Interesting. I noticed that she got instant stream support from a developer. I had to tweet the fucker.
Well, you just aren't famous enough, are you?
Obviously not. At different levels of service for those who are famous and those who are not.
These fucking Twitch streamers.
Just tell them you're YouTube famous.
Yeah.
Well, I think
it's like I'm a Twitch streamer, but I'm not famous. So
yes.
Just flash your YouTube.
Lempos says,
you've got a dud.
Just tell them you're famous, YouTube famous. And I'm like, I think the only reason I actually got an answer on Twitter so quickly is because I said I am currently streaming Event Zero, and that's the reason they got back to me straight away.
Set it off.
If I'd said I was playing this, they probably wouldn't have answered.
How interesting, like, that's the case. It's like, oh, heaven forbid, like, we stuff up live and whatnot, then answer someone personally. I find that interesting.
Speaking of stuffing up live, I did I've been doing a conference for the support for a conference for the last, since Thursday, and hence I'm very tired now. But yeah, we had a bunch of problems today with a mic not working, and I was basically standing up in front of a room of probably about 60 or 70 people at a lectern trying to get the fucking mic to work, and it would not work for love or money. Turned out later, as I found out, that someone forgot to put a battery in one of the audio equipment things.
Oh, that's fun.
And that's why it didn't work.
So it wasn't really technical then. It was like
it was technical insofar as somebody fucked up technically, and it wasn't me, so I was happy about that.
You wash your hands of this.
The whole AV stuff is not really my department. I was just organising the PowerPoint presentations and the IT networking side of it, but I was on hand, so I got the blame.
As is usually the case. By the way, I'm going to be right back. I need to go to the potty, the little girl's room. I'll be back.
Got a tinkle.
Enjoy that.
Got a tinkle time.
While Milky is gone, I have a challenge for chat. Well, not really a challenge, a job for chat. We have a new VR, and I'm sure
I'm excited to see it.
I'm sure that Callum is going to be extremely upset that he's not here for this. But
I was going to say he's not even here.
we need a name for this.
You know it's going to be called VR Puppy.
Well, that's...
Did you go and pay money for an actual green screen puppy?
Maybe.
He went on to Shutterstock. Look up.
We'll
green screen
say
puppy.
yes, I paid for this.
That's
But
cute.
yes.
I'd have a Labrador.
But yes, we need a name.
VR Puppy.
Well,
Oh, that's right. Callum likes dogs. Yeah, he will be. He'll be Devo. Not as cute as VR Kitty, but he's worthy. He's also sitting right in front of chat.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, VR Kitty. The original and the best. Sans green screen. You get rid of the green screen effect, or is that just because I'm watching it in a really tiny window?
Probably because you're watching it in a really tiny window.
Okay. It seems better quality than it is usually. It might be just because it's tiny.
Oh, well, and I'm using a different broadcast software, so it has a better chroma key.
Ah. Yeah, I was going to say, it doesn't have the green tinge around it that it normally does.
This one has much
It's
better
still good, though.
Yeah. Still tops. So, yeah, we have VR Doggo that needs a name. Puppy McPuppy Face. Well,
Puppy McPuppy Face.
I kind of expected that.
It says Yoki the dog.
Greetings,
Alan
what's with the early
says, greetings,
start?
what's with the early start? Oh, yeah, we're on, what do you call it?
Daylight
Keeks, help me
savings
out.
time.
Daylight savings. So we started it, for everyone else, we would have started an hour earlier. If you're in Australia, we started much the same time as we always start.
We're an hour and
Except it's
front of the
actually
rest
an
of the
hour
world.
earlier. Right. So, okay. Yep. VR Kitty and Doggo.
Yes.
No Man's Sky being investigated for false advertising.
No Man's Sky.
What can you tell me about No Man's Sky false advertising, Keeks? It was a rhetorical question. You know nothing about No Man's Sky and its false advertising.
I know a little bit about it. They
All right. Tell me what you know.
So
We doge.
there are a lot of people that weren't happy with No Man's Sky because of all the things they promised. So they're being investigated now.
Who are they being investigated about, Keeks? That was barely a
yes.
sentence.
The Association of Investigating of False... I don't know.
Not the UK Advertising Standards Authority?
I'm sure.
Milky's back and we have a doggy.
We have a doggo.
Doggo!
Doggy.
Yeah, so the UK Standards Advertising Standards Authority is a voluntary independent regulator. They actually have no power to enforce any of the decrees they put down, but they're generally regarded by the advertising industry as someone you really want to listen to because to be honest, I don't really know. I think I think most advertising places want to be seen to be doing the right thing. So if the ASA comes down and says you should really be doing this, and they say, "Oh yeah, we probably should be doing that," but yeah, they have no actual authority to put the banhammer down.
Yes.
But
hey,
how
they're
they
trying.
actually
It's
how
good
do
that somebody's
they-
doing it though.
well, I mean, this is just in the UK. That's not even a US based thing. I don't even know the legalities of intercontinental cup of soup. You know, the intercontinental intercountry. Is that what you call it? Intercountry.
Interpol.
Interpol. You know, when it's cross country.
Interstate.
No, interstate
International.
is not cross. International. Thank you, Keegs. My brain has turned to mush. I was like, intercountry? No, that's not right. Yeah, the international. Like how the UK Standards Authority would even apply in an international setting, I have no clue because I mean, Hello Games is not a UK based company, but I guess they do advertise in the UK, so it's tricky.
I guess somebody has to sort of take charge of this sort of thing. I mean, it's been too damn long that companies are coming in here and promising the world and not delivering.
Not us. We promise VR kitties and we fucking deliver.
And now we've even delivered VR doggos.
VR doggos.
We've delivered
Doggos.
and then some.
Aw, little baby. Aww.
Yes.
So it was basically this all came about because one Reddit user essentially issued a formal complaint to the ASA, and the ASA investigated and said this has probably got merit, so we're going to pursue it. And that's how democracy works. Yeah. So that's pretty much what happened. So, although the ASA is a non-statutory body, which means it can't interpret or enforce legislation, it does have the power to have advertisements which breach the code of advertising practice removed, a process which, of course, prevents them from being used again. And I'm pretty sure that only works in the UK because they have no international presence, and such that it'll be only like advertising within the UK and on the UK Steam store, I'm guessing. It's also worth pointing out that the ASA has asked for comment or whatever it is they do from Hello Games and also from Steam.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
Steam may
good.
not get off scot-free for this.
Well,
And I
good.
think that's probably right. I mean, I don't think Steam should be vetting all the advertising, but I do think they have a role to play in the whole process.
I think in this case they should be more chasing Sony, who are the ones that are publishing it and pushing all
Deep
the
pockets.
marketing.
Yeah, I think there's probably something to be said about that too.
They should be like going after their quality assurance, really.
Yeah, but quality assurance is not a legal requirement to, producing a game or even,
Well, it
publishing a game.
goddamn should be. If they're going to promise all
It
these things
should,
and then
yeah.
not deliver them, then that something needs to change. There should be there should be some sort of standard. That's
Well, I mean, like we have
think
that.
really
We have that for
Steam should enforce
ratings. Why don't we have that for quality as well? Yeah.
I think
I
it's
don't-
something that Steam should really enforce.
No,
to
I
be
don't
honest,
think-
since
I-
they have the. I mean, they're the ones that basically wield all the power.
Not really.
So I
not
think
not in
that
this case, though, because Steam aren't the publishers. Steam are the distributors.
No, that's true, but what
they
they're-
are taking the product and selling it on. I mean, the
But
people who are publishing.
what's actually happening here, I mean, at least in part, is they're complaining about the thumbnails that are on the Steam store page and also the video that's on the Steam store page, which is, if you've ever actually seen it, I'm not sure if it's still up now, they may have
No.
removed it, but showed a very early sort of development part of the game, which looked way different to what you actually get in the,
I still
the-
can't
the
blame.
result.
I don't think Steam should be blamed for that though. They're not producing them. They're just a storefront. Like
I
the-
know, yeah, I'm
the
not
people
saying that
making the game are the ones that are giving them the marketing.
this is true. I mean, I'm not saying Steam are culpable for it, but I think that Steam could squash this if they really wanted to.
I mean, but then you'd have to go after Sony for selling it on PlayStation. You'd have to go after any other company that's selling it.
Oh,
as
I think
well.
I think that should. I'm speaking purely from as a PC gaming issue.
Yeah,
not
but
as,
you have
like,
to cut the head off the snake. Like you have to strike.
Well, if you
from
cut
the head.
if you cut the balls off the snake, it tends to slow the snake down.
But the
Oh,
snake
poor
will still be able to
snake.
bite
You can't
you.
reach the head.
It'll still bite
poor
you.
snake.
I've only got a ball-sized knife. That's all I got.
Life.
Well, which end are you going for, man? I think
my
I think you're
God.
trying to deal with this snake in the wrong way.
Oh,
I just think even like a set of rules that Steam would put down and just say, look, you cannot advertise your game as one thing and produce another.
You should
Like,
just
a
have to
basic
meet
set of
a
rules
standard.
if you
like-
want to. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's never as simple as that. But that should be the basic overriding principle: is that don't be a dick.
Yeah, well, yeah.
well,
there
that's the principle of the Pixel Army. Don't be a dick.
Don't
Yes.
be a dick.
That Steam
Be a
should take a
vagina.
page out of Milky's
It's like
book
if you're
and not be.
if you're a guy, you already have one. You don't need to embody one. You already
Mm-hmm.
possess one.
That's true.
Yes.
Not sure how it's relevant, but that's true.
Quite right. Nothing untrue there.
Speaking of snakes, and
What not?
What?
What? Well, speaking of snakes, and now we're talking about trouser snakes.
yes, this
Are we talking about trouser snake? I thought we were talking about Delimiter next.
has taken a massive
Oh.
nosedive. But anyway,
Doesn't it always?
yes, it wouldn't be the same if it didn't.
Oh.
Okay.
Yes.
Next one down, Kings. Keep going.
So,
There you go.
yeah.
Yep. Click on that one. Click on bold. There we go.
There
Yep,
we
I'm
go.
watching
So
you do
look,
it in real time.
look-
It's like
You
magic.
can do
how
it.
fancy.
Hey.
This is going to help you later when you got to go do your timestamps.
Okay, it will. So, Delimiter. If you don't live in Australia, you're probably going, what the fuck is Delimiter? Keegs, tell me about Delimiter.
Delimiter is like an online magazine for technology and stuff that is based in Australia. It's pretty
Milky,
good.
tell me more about Delimiter.
Can we
Mm-hmm.
cue me running away? I can't answer this question.
Honestly, I throw you
Oh,
one softball and you run away.
goodness.
Jesus Christ.
Yes. Well,
Delimiter
I
is
catch the
a
ball and then I run away.
yeah, taking your ball and gone home. Delimiter is a technology like journalistic type website. It's not something that I spend a lot of time on, but it tends to be one of those websites that gets referenced by other websites a lot. It was basically run by one guy, Renai LeMay, who's famous. I think he writes for Kotaku, maybe.
Okay.
I can't tell if it's Kotaku or something else. He writes for another website or has written for another website. And up until about June this year, he was doing a fair amount of it. Him and one other guy, Daniel Palmer, were basically doing like 4 articles a day on technology-related stuff in Australia. There was mostly NBN related. There was a lot of Apple announcements. There's Vodafone stuff. There's stuff about Senate votes against census fines. I'm just scrolling through shit now. Yeah, it's all technology news, much like a kind of online newspaper. And yesterday we found out it's actually shutting down. And I think this may actually be because Renai sort of stepped back as being
bigger and better things.
Well, I don't know if he is, because he's talked about. I think he talked about like working for some other websites and working on some other stuff, but he didn't really elaborate. But yeah, he basically stepped down as the sort of main editor in June, and this one guy, Daniel Palmer, has been sort of writing articles for the past 5 months, pretty much on his own, doing 4 articles a day, and they're not small articles either. They're no Kotaku, 2-line. Look at this. These are like 1,000-word articles, or 500 to 1,000-word articles about various things, and like doing that, like 4 of those a day is not a small amount of work.
That's intense, man. Yeah.
That's more than a hobby.
More than what?
More than a hobby.
More than a hobby, yeah. So
that's my sleeping time.
Yeah.
Yes.
So they've basically said, "Yep, we're up." They haven't actually taken the website offline. It's going to be left online for reference, because a lot of, like I said, a lot of websites tend to reference Delimiter. But yeah, they've basically said there's not going to be any more new articles. This is pretty much it.
Wow.
That's a bit sad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of appreciate them more now that they've said they're going to shut down. Like before, they were just like in the background and always there. So it's kind of like they were kind of like the country or state newspaper, like not particularly famous, but they get referenced a lot by larger newspapers type of thing. So
yeah, I never used to read it religiously or anything, but I remember it'd come up every now and then, and you'd look at it and be like, wow, that's a really good article. Or they've actually showing the non-commercial media side of what's happening.
Yes, it was very factual. It was a little bit left wing, I guess, but
through the red tape.
Yeah, it was not. I wouldn't even say no bullshit. It was just like there was not a lot of fluff in there. It was just basically like a newspaper. It was hard-hitting facts and like a real.
The opposite of Kotaku.
Yeah,
more or less. Yeah.
Oh, I say that I'm like, oh.
Look, we all know it.
Yeah, we didn't want to say it, but we all know it. Yeah, it was the anti-bullshit sort of website.
The anti-tabloid.
It was anti-tabloid. Like they don't report on the latest shit that Kim Kardashian was doing. I mean, imagine they were that sort of website that would report on that.
For once, I didn't mention her that family. This podcast didn't in reference to whatever we reference.
Well, who's the equivalent of Kim Kardashian in the IT world? I guess Jessica Ngiri would probably be the equivalent.
Jessica Ngiri or Casey Tron?
You've done it.
Casey Tron?
You've done it. Ngiri alert.
No,
I baited you into that one.
Yeah, you did. No, cosplay and oh my god, I'm a geek wise Jessica Ngiri, but in terms of streamer, I guess Casey Tron. And if you don't know that she's trolling, then you need to out more.
I actually have kind of a lot of respect for Casey Tron after watching an interview with her and Richard Lewis.
Oh, what did she say?
Richard Lewis is like an esports journalist and very like within the League of Legends and CS:GO world, and he's one who has brought up a lot of big scandals that's been happening in CS:GO especially.
What did she essentially say?
she just talked candidly about who she is and what she does, and that like she is a troll. I mean, that's what she does. She knows what people think of her, and she plays into that, and so that's her character on her stream. And like even to the fact that she said that in one of her streams she actually made another Twitch account and basically pretended to be herself and stole a bunch of visitors, and then on Casey Tron's actual stream she like played into it. It's like, oh, this bitch is stealing my stream and my viewers, and she's getting donations and whatever, to the point where Twitch admins came into Casey Tron's actual stream and then banned the other one. She's like, can I get that back, because I had some plans with that. But she didn't get it back. But yeah, I have a little bit of respect for her after like understanding what she's doing, because she knows what people think of her, that she's like just this booby streamer or whatever. But she plays into that role, but I don't know, on a satirical level. Yeah, like
it's unfortunate when people don't realize it's satire.
Yeah, well, it's the same with like it's same with, there's a male version, Mo. If anybody watches any CS:GO, there's
not
a
as famous.
There's a CS:GO streamer named Mo, who's probably the biggest CS:GO streamer, and he's the same thing. He just like rages all the time, gets angry at his teammates, just like plays up the whole act. Just so people are like, oh, come into the stream, oh, you're such an idiot, yada yada, and they pay money to like berate him on stream. And
Jesus Christ!
They just pays into it, and Casey Tron is basically doing the same thing.
I just wish that we could do good with money that she does. So like for one stream, if she just goes like ham, and then right at the end, surprise, all your donations for this stream is actually going to like this charity. Haha, surprise.
Yeah, don't be silly.
But is that why people like donate though? I mean, they don't really care. I think really all most people want to see is more of what they're already seeing. So.
Oh yeah, but like that would be.
They don't care where it goes.
Yeah, fortunate, because it's their home. I mean, you're spending majority of your life and your time and effort and investment of yourself in this industry. It's your home. You would think people want to look after it, but no, it's okay.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I don't know. I don't.
Maybe I'm just one of those people that constantly thinks bigger than myself.
Yeah.
So, anyway, anyway.
I haven't really watched enough of her to know if she has done any charity or anything like that. I mean,
I've never ever seen any of her streams.
I mean, Kotaku would have posted something by now going, hey, you know, this girl, this controversial streamer, like they would jump at the chance to.
Yeah. Female online streaming, Kotaku's on top of that.
Oh, yeah.
Especially like that goddamn chick who's got banned on Twitch and come over to YouTube and started twerking, playing COD all the time.
Well, apparently there were like when the ban hammers started being brought down, if you will, and then Twitch's rules and like their policies and stuff started getting a bit more restricted in terms of what you can wear and rah rah rah. A lot of, not a lot, but like a significant amount, I guess, might be the wording, of streamers, or like, booby streamers, if you will, went to Hitbox.
Yeah.
Because they lack those restrictions, and you already get a sub button immediately. You don't have to be a Twitch partner to get a sub button. You just get one in Hitbox, which subsidized.
I mean,
well, how many people actually use? I mean, in terms of, let's talk percentages versus one to the other. Like Hitbox versus Twitch or YouTube. And surely Hitbox must be tiny compared to Twitch or
I wouldn't call it tiny. It's definitely, but it's got its own niche over there, I think.
I guess it does.
Hitbox is actually a really good platform for, especially if you're just starting out. But the problem is that it has a very niche market sort of thing. Like it's a very small crowd. And it's only, from what I've seen, it's mostly sort of indie type stuff, whereas Twitch is very mainstream, and YouTube's just, I don't even know what YouTube is. YouTube's
Careful,
also...
kids. You're gonna be banned from YouTube.
No, in like 3 seconds, like the podcast just shuts down.
Well, to be honest, I think Hitbox probably has a bigger viewership than YouTube streaming at the moment. Because Hitbox has been around longer and is easier to access and use. And has way better features than YouTube does.
Viewing?
Yeah.
Vince says it's not tiny, it's average, it's normal size.
That's what you do with it.
Aww.
I'm looking up YouTube versus Hitbox. I'll look for stats.
I think Twitch probably has the actually. Well, we're about to go into this topic, so I'll change the topic thing. But I think Twitch definitely has the market share when it comes to streaming.
Oh, for sure. Like, there's no denying that.
And on
to
our
be honest,
next,
I'd hardly ever go on Twitch though. That's the
Really?
thing. Like,
I go on it all the time.
I'm YouTube whore pretty much all the way through. Like, I don't even think of Hitbox when I think of streaming. I barely think of Twitch. Pretty much
I've been to Hitbox a few times just for like specific things because they were only streaming on Hitbox or whatever, or they weren't Twitch partnered, so they were using Hitbox to get that sort of partnership thing, so they could get subs and whatever. But Twitch is, I think, Twitch has got its foot well in the door when it comes to streaming and will always be number one so far. YouTube hasn't delivered enough, I guess, for us as streamers, enough tools in YouTube streaming. They're just like, compared to Twitch, you just can't do as much. I mean, the amount, just getting this fucking chat thing took me hours. And because but then if I go onto Twitch, you just use Twitch alerts, bang, you've got this awesome chat thing that can do 20,000 things with a click of a button.
Yeah.
I think it's because Twitch has been around for fucking ever and they've been doing one thing forever, whereas YouTube has been doing pre-recorded videos forever, and only in the last couple of years have they actually moved into what they're into now. And which is no defense. I mean, they really should have all of these fucking features, and there's no real reason why they shouldn't. But I think that's probably why the actual reason.
But I guess that's the thing. I mean, now that the YouTube were always just videos on demand, and Twitch was always streaming. Hitbox came in later, just as a indie sort of startup.
Alternative,
Yeah, it was just an alternative to Twitch. To offer people who wanted to be able to stream at 1080, have a sub button, all that off the bat, whereas Twitch only offer that once you're partnered, so you need like 10,000 followers just to be able to be partnered, which is hard to get.
Yeah, you need a certain amount of viewers following you.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure
or at least concurrently around, I don't know, like a steady and consistent concurrent amount of views like when you stream.
Right,
so it can't just be like they judge you on one stream that has like 200 viewers at the one time, and then your other streams on average only have like 10 or 20 viewers. You have to have consistently like a significant amount of viewers for your average stream. So
yeah,
I doubt I'm going to be a Twitch partner unless by some miracle I become ridiculously famous.
I was going to say
that's the other thing. That's the other thing with Twitch as well.
No, I refuse.
I'm not saying it's going to happen by choice. I'm saying at some point, accidentally, it may happen.
At some point, I'm going to have like a boyfriend or something in the future that goes, "Fuck this! I hate that you're struggling and you're not famous," and just take my top off on stream. I'm like, no, integrity, no.
Not like this. Not like this.
Not like this. I'd be like, no, baby, no. What have you done?
Twitch is definitely
break up on stream.
Twitch is definitely a lot harder to break into because it has like the way that Twitch is laid out is you have the games and you click on the game that you're interested in, and then it'll have the top streamers to the bottom. So you're always going to see the top first unless they happen to be spotlight, and even then, even if you're spotlight on the front page, like people aren't necessarily going to watch you anyway. It's just like, oh, you're like, a lot of the time when I go on Twitch and they'll have all these spotlight partners, I'm just like, well, this isn't what I'm after. I'm after this game and this person. Like, so you sort of already have those popular people, and the popular people just get more popular. It's sort of a rolling effect. It's really hard to break into.
Is that how people use Twitch for the most part, though? Do they actually go on looking? I'm looking to watch this game being played by someone. Because when I use Twitch,
that's how I use
always like, well, that's not how not even close to how I use it. Basically, like someone says, "Oh, this person's streaming. I'll go and watch their Twitch stream." I don't even see that that front page.
Yeah, but
thing.
Well, it depends. I mean, like,
but then how did you find that person? Like, is that person being
usually
shared on Twitter?
YouTube.
Oh, no. Well, I will tell you that, like, obviously it's not indicative of everyone who goes on Twitch, but you guys are right in both senses, but a vast majority go, oh, Assassin's Creed Syndicate came out. I'm not going to spend $100 Australian dollars or like 60 US dollars, like my hard-earned coin on this game, and I haven't even tried it out. Let's go to someone live streaming who either already has a promo copy or just got the game on day one, and ask them live how they're finding the beginning of the game.
Yeah,
I can see that.
They could do that, or
I think though I don't look for a random person. I look for someone who I actually
the personality.
follow.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to watch a random person play a game, especially when they're not usually very good. Like they sit there, they don't talk very much, or they're ignoring chat.
Well, that's where there's a lot of lurking and a lot of channel hopping. And,
but then that's the other thing too. Like if you're, if that new game comes out, you're like, right, I'm gonna go to Twitch, click on that new game because it's the most popular because it just came out. Click on that. First few people you'll see are the ones that have 10,000 viewers. So
exactly.
Like, well, obviously there's a reason they're watching them. You click on that, and it's because they have a promo copy or their personality or whatever.
Or they're showing boobs.
Or that, or they've got their tits out.
Or
they just
for the boys, tits out for the boys.
They just happen to be a female playing a FPS or something. That's
oh my god, and she's relatively attractive. Oh my god, I can't control my hormones. I must click on this.
The silver one doesn't know how to play the game, but her tits are out. But anyway,
if she doesn't have her boobs out, then.
Yeah,
I must. It's imperative that I go into this stream and before even saying hi, say, hey, can you take your top off? Yeah. Oh my god. The amount of people who do that is ridiculous. It's like, you don't know this person. They're not, necessarily here to entertain you specifically, right? Like you individually. Like, you don't say that to a woman who doesn't have her cleavage on display at the grocery store. Or, like you in your head going, oh, she has her cleavage, hidden, like, and she's in a public forum where I can see her. It's imperative that tell her she needs to. What is niggery? Like, we're not even talking about niggery. It's like, it's imperative. I don't. It's imperative.
Yeah.
That's true. It's like rant alert. It's imperative that I tell her, hey, take your tits out. Like,
well, I do wonder.
Tits will get the fuck out.
You get hit by the heavy handbag that the majority of women carry because we unnecessarily hoard stuff in our handbag just in case.
For that reason.
Oh, yes, that too. And it's like, what was in there? Oh, I had
bricks.
A brick. I had a brick.
Been there.
Yeah, I mean, I do wonder how many people think that, like, think exactly what they say on YouTube, but don't say it simply because they're in the real world.
And I hate that because I hate that because it's the same sentiment of, if you're nice to your friends, your family, but you're a shit asshole to the people in the service industry, like your waiter at the restaurant, you're a shit person. You know what I mean? It's like, just because they're serving you doesn't mean they're not human. Same sentiment. It's like, you could be a nice person, but then if you're shit online and not for the podcast or, for satire like Casey Tron kind of thing, it's like, well, then you hate to say it, but part of your personality, you're an asshole. You know,
Yeah.
if you're a nice person and whatnot to your girlfriend and your mother, but then you're going to random female strangers and going, "Oh, fucking bitch deserves to be raped." Hate to break it to you,
Jesus.
like you're an
You're
asshole.
an asshole.
And yeah, it's very jarring to have that said out loud, like someone actually speaking that. But the amount of times variations of like you deserve to be raped and like violently assaulted, the variations of those kinds of comments is so common for women. And I'm not saying like, and I say this a lot, I'm not saying that men don't get harassed online and insulted online as well, but it's a different type of harassment.
Yeah. Online
It's
catcalling.
like, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like you don't like there are differences to it, and the difference is the attack on sexuality for both is even different. So for men, or the majority of straight men, right, to to question your masculinity, right, and to be feminine, to be called out like that, that's where the insults go, right? Whereas with women, it's very much, I'm going to violate you sexually because you are a cunt, and you like that kind of thing. It's very toxic for both, and it's horrible. And no, these people, if you're nice in real life and yet you are an asshole online, hate to break it to you, you're an asshole.
Yes.
Yes.
Many
Yes.
assholes online.
Milky rant.
Yes.
I was gonna say, Keeks, we need a generic rant button now.
You do.
Goddamn, we're gonna have to make another one.
Get to it. We'll move on to the next topic.
Chop chop.
So,
So
did
we
we
talk
actually
about
talk
Twitch
about
Prime.
Twitch at all?
Yeah, but let's talk about Twitch Prime. So, because I have a
Okay,
video
yes. Oh, it's
Be
just
the
like
boss on
Amazon
Twitch
Prime.
with Twitch
It is
Prime.
exactly
Jesus
what.
Christ.
In
Here's
fact,
a
if you
couple
have
things you
Amazon
should know
Prime,
about
you
Twitch
get
Prime.
Twitch Prime for free.
Exclusive content
Let's
like
learn about
skins,
Twitch Prime.
characters, and boosts from games you
We're learning
love,
about it right
plus
now.
free games.
I'm looking and learning.
Exclusive members-only
Ooh, there's a star in
prices
a
on
box.
new
There's some
release
money.
box
I like
games.
money.
Instantly stream
YouTube
thousands of
money.
movies and
You say
TV
television.
shows.
I like television.
On-demand,
television.
ad-free streaming of over 1 million
headphones, I
songs
like
plus
headphones.
playlists and
Free
CDs.
streaming of 100 million songs.
Free
Songs.
two-day shipping on
I
millions
said
of
songs.
items on
I said
Amazon.
songs like a fool.
Free Twitch channel
2 days
subscription
shipping on
every
millions of
30
items,
days
not in
with
Australia.
ad-free viewing. Try
Free
Twitch
Twitch
Prime
channel
with a 30-day
Then on
trial.
shush.
All of this
It
instantly.
was too quick. I couldn't read it
Here's
all.
the lineup for October.
He's
The
reading
Random
it.
Whisperwind, the newest Night Elf Priestess hero in
I don't know. I don't know who Tyrant
Plus
is.
a custom
That
card
was
back.
Hearthstone. Who gives a fuck?
Streamline.
Oh my God, you get a
and
custom
Mobile
card
back?
PC indie game.
Dreamline.
Normally
That's a game I haven't played. I
$19.99.
don't think it's even out yet.
Boss Ymir, an exclusive skin in Smite.
That's a man swinging in a club.
Start your free
My
trial
man, I'm a
today.
giant purple guy.
I don't
money,
think
I like
Xenon
money.
realizes
I
that the
knew it
audio
had
is
something to do with Amazon Prime. Look at
Well,
the
I
bottom.
can't hear it, so therefore it doesn't exist.
Membership included free with Amazon Prime. And for Australians, sorry, Twitch Prime isn't available in your country.
Yeah. It's only for. It's
Yeah.
only for.
So, but if you don't
Ew.
live in Australia,
Helion was like better than Ranty Milk for like
Savage.
for Twitch rant, Milky rant.
But yeah, so that's Twitch Prime. Apparently, it's basically a subscription-based Twitch thingy where you get free to, well, not really free.
it's kind of like you
subscriptions,
just, it's a service where you sign up for was it $11 a month and you get free shit. It's kind of like Loot
Yes.
Crate, but in virtual
Yeah.
goods.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, yeah,
I
it's,
don't know
it's,
how I
it's like
feel about that.
Netflix for Twitch. Except
But
you get
with
stuff.
Netflix, all you get are TV shows, whereas with this, you get like in-game like
The same thing you
characters.
already had plus more.
Yeah, kind of, I guess. I mean, it's good. I mean, if you had Amazon Prime already and you used it, this would be a nice addition. But I don't think I'd spend $11 a month just to get that.
But another thing that they're doing,
Meh.
another thing that thingy is doing, is that,
Introducing uploads. I've got them already.
that's right, uploads.
Uploads.
Oh!
Uploads.
Yes,
Cloud
Twitch
uploads. Twitch to the cloud.
Twitch are gonna take on
That's really loud.
YouTube.
I don't know. What are they doing?
They're now offering uploading of videos and whatnot, just like
Cutting of
YouTube.
videos, apparently. Ooh, click, click. Moving shit around. That's cool
Oh!
video editing.
I mean, you
Drag and
could
drop.
kind of already do this anyway with highlights, but you couldn't like mix them together.
So what? Why? So it's basically like editing, online editing.
Yeah, same thing YouTube
That
offers.
sounds awful.
Well, but YouTube does it.
Well, yeah, and it's awful. Have you ever
Yeah.
tried to use it? It's horrific.
The Twitch highlight thing isn't too bad. It's actually way better than YouTube's.
Yeah, I haven't used either of them.
I
But yeah,
use
I'm trying
the
to edit
YouTube
stuff
one.
online on YouTube, and it's basically like you've got to create a brand new video and lose all the views and all this, all the links. There's a different link. And it's just like
The problem
I had a video.
have,
That was loud.
Actually, I got a perfect example. Somebody said something in the Discord stream today. It was a video that I did of space engineers about 9 months ago or 10 months ago, and right at the start of the stream, I always clear my throat and make a god awful gargling noise so that I'm not all nasal for the start of the stream, and I forgot to mute my mic. So the first thing you hear when you start this thing is like me going, and it's gross and disgusting. So I wanted to edit it out. I thought I'll just edit out that first 5 seconds of audio. Everything will be fine. Nope. You've got to recreate a brand new, you got to create a brand new video. Plus the editing tools they have, like the online web editing tools,
terrible.
are shit.
Yeah.
So that didn't
I
happen.
had my streams on YouTube just with their thing. It's really annoying though. Just so I can get rid of the start, because I usually have like a countdown for the start. So for the actual VOD, I'll get rid of that and then re-upload it. The problem I have with the YouTube one is like the slider bar to try and cut your video will skip 10 seconds, 12 seconds, 7 seconds, whatever.
I have the same problems when I'm doing annotations.
Yeah, whereas like on Twitch, which I don't understand why YouTube can't do this, because like on annotations you can put in the exact number. On Twitch, if you want to like do a highlight, you can skip through. You can even play the video, pause it, and then go start cut from here, or put in the exact second that you want it to start and the exact second you want it to end. Whereas YouTube only has a slider bar, and it isn't by the second; it's by like whatever increment it decides.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's fucking retarded.
The stupid thing with that is, like, when you're editing, you basically get a 480p window, and your slider bar is inside that, and there's a slider bar for the slider bar to change the zoom. So what you got to do is get it to basically where you want it, zoom in, get it closer to where you want it, then zoom all the way in and get it to the actual frame where you actually want shit to start. And it's like, oh my god, it's
well, for our annotations and our
yeah. And then when you're working, like when you're trying to cut up a video on YouTube and like you're stopping and starting and fucking skimming and whatever, it'll crash quite often. Like halfway through whatever you're doing, you're like, god damn it. And then you have to
I've had occasions where I'll just I'll pull the slider bar through, and then it'll just sit there and load forever, and I'll have to reload it and start again.
Mine will just say something's gone wrong, and then like removes everything I've had in the edit bar. I'm like, god fucking damn! I spent like 30 minutes just trying to get it on, get it between 9 minutes 15, 9 minutes 18, just so you landed in the right fucking spot. But yeah,
yes, it's
YouTube, get your shit together. Because
all of YouTube's sort of back end shit for actual, publishers and developers, like the annotations thing, just as one thing. It's garbage. It's all garbage. It needs a massive overhaul. It's like people are using it in ways it was never really intended for, and they kind of need to go, right, this is how people are using it. We really should probably fix that. But they never have. It's been decades.
The only thing YouTube is really good at is analytics. Like, it's really good at knowing it knows who your viewers are and what, all their different genres and whatever. Whereas Twitch doesn't give you any of that. It just sort of gives you like rough location, doesn't give you age or anything, just gives you viewers and amount watched. It doesn't even really give you like how YouTube gives you like the actions and whatever, how many people clicked or how many people stopped watching here and all that. Yeah, Twitch doesn't really give you any of that. But however, in saying that, Twitch has much better editing options and every other tool available if you actually just want to stream. And if they're going to have the same quality of tools in their like video uploads, if they can do a good way of being able to search for videos and stuff like that, they're going to probably be a much bigger contender to YouTube for VODs than YouTube is to streaming against Twitch. I think Twitch might start becoming a pretty big contender if YouTube doesn't start doing if YouTube doesn't start doing something soon, or start fixing their back end, then Twitch might start getting a bit of a gain on top of them.
They might actually start getting some traction in the VOD department.
Yes.
Yeah.
But we shall see.
Possibility. But anyway, Twitch Prime.
Yes.
Yes.
Do you want to go through the list of things that you actually get for your Twitch Prime?
Hit me
You get drumroll.
Free in-game loot every month, plus surprises. And free viewing, plus a free channel subscription every 30 days. Member discount on new release box games. Watch thousands of movies and TV shows. Ad-free access to over 1 million songs and unlimited free 2-day shipping.
Okay.
That's it. That's all you get.
Well,
So actually, with Twitch Prime, you only really get 2 things. The rest of it is all part of Amazon Prime. So you get free in-game loot every month, which is like skins and shit like that, and ad-free viewing, plus a free subscription every 30 days. So ad-free viewing is probably why most people would probably sign up for it. I mean, I'm on YouTube Red, which is essentially the same thing. And it is actually nice not having to fucking watch ads all the way through. And it's probably worth the $10 a month that I pay for it. Given how much videos I actually do watch.
I watch a lot of Twitch ads aren't that bad though. I mean, I don't get many problems with Twitch ads. I mean, you get one.
I don't really have problems with ads, but I think it's worth $10 to me, like on YouTube, to just go, well, now I don't have to worry about ads at all, ever. And you never see one.
For YouTube Red sort of thing.
YouTube Red, yeah.
But, you can do that other ways as well if you use...
there are, but like
take
I'm happy
money
to...
away from the creators, but...
As someone who receives income from YouTube Red, it's a way of giving extra money directly to the people that you like, as opposed to just watching ads that you end up skipping anyway. So I view it as a worthwhile endeavor.
Yeah, I think
it's a worthwhile service.
Yeah.
I like the premium service. I like the premiumness of it. Like, I'm not in with the hoi polloi. I have YouTube Red. Fuck you guys.
I'm better than all of you. Look at my
Oh,
red.
yeah. Look at my YouTube Red.
Yes.
Indeed.
Vince says he uses Adblocker Plus. Vince, you owe me money, motherfucker.
Son of a bitch.
All those videos you have watched.
Gone.
Compensation.
And demand compensation. Yeah. I've almost got enough money from YouTube AdWords or whatever the fuck it's called, the way that YouTubers get paid, to actually get a check from YouTube. It's going to be exciting. I mean,
You're almost? You're almost, or you...
I'm almost. I'm getting close.
This is exciting.
It's exciting. Yeah. If I really want to make more money, I'd have to do a lot more Shack Tech videos, because that's the ones that actually make the money.
Yeah.
As it turns out.
Seems to be your bread and butter.
It kind of is. It's like every time I put out a YouTube video, my views just go, like, they pretty much triple for like 2 or 3 days and then go back down.
Then
Actually,
back
probably
to
more than triple, probably like 10 times more than normal. But
and
yeah.
back to all the shitty streams. It's
Back
like,
to the shitty streams that I do for the rest of the week.
Your life. Oh.
But here we are with the shitty streams and the people that actually care in the chat, see our community.
Aw,
that we
love
built.
you.
We love you,
People
chat people.
They're the
Xenon
ones that
owns
matter.
US money. I do actually own US money.
So do
One day.
I. I own like $100 US.
Holy shit, that's more than me.
Holy dooly.
That's like $10,000 dues.
Yeah. That is actually one good thing about having a shit Australian dollar, is that when they convert from US to Australia, you actually get more money. So that's good.
No, but like, my whole plan, like trying to move over there, for jobs and no. And then like, oh, I saved up, say, 1,000 Australian dollars. Oh, it's only like
42 US cents.
Oh, yes. Oh,
sad face.
yeah, sad face.
How many? We got a few. I actually did some advertising for our last WePlay Podcast video. Every now and again I'll do some advertising on our podcast video, because we had one video that just went absolutely gangbusters. We had a heap of free advertising through it. It ended up with like 4,000 views or something. So every now and again I'll put like $10, $15 into the WePlay Podcast and advertise it for like a week. I was just checking to see how much the last one did. It didn't actually get that much, so I thought it might go gangbusters and be all exciting, but it didn't. So, as you were.
You may resume.
Keegs is putting up the Discord. Well done. So, things that cost a lot of money to things that are free. Battleborn is going free to play. This is a game that I have watched someone else play. It looks, I mean, everybody compares it to Overwatch because they were released around about the same time and they look vaguely similar. And have a vaguely similar sort of.
They're 5v5, both of them, aren't they?
Or
Or 6v6. It's
6
something like that.
6v6.
It's like, yeah, 6v6.
Battleborn.
So I'm thinking League. That's how mushy my brain is right now.
But Battleborn's more PvE than
Is it?
PvP. Yeah.
Oh, actually, yeah, there's a lot of environmental stuff. But yeah, the problem is because it got released in the same month as Overwatch, everybody loved Overwatch. Battleborn very much got sort of thrown to the side, even though it is actually a half decent game, although it's not really my sort of thing. But they're saying, yeah, they're gonna try and convert it to free to play, the same as they did for the other game, whose name I will remember in just a moment. I can't remember what it was. What was the other game they did free to play? Evolve. Sorry, as you were.
Evolve.
Evolve went from paid to free download, free to play. It was re-released as Evolve Second Stage, Stage 2, yeah. So they were both produced by 2K
Vince's
Games.
favourite game.
How is Discord not spyware? Well, because it's not spyware.
Not spyware.
I think I've answered that question succinctly.
Yes. I have
Um,
Discord on my phone and
I have it on my phone too.
on my PC. Yes.
I have it on my phone, I have it on my PC, I had it on my laptop all this week when I was at my conference.
All that talking.
You
Oh
know
my
what else is
gosh.
free to play? EVE Online. We already talked about that a couple of weeks ago. Quite a few weeks ago, actually.
We've- I played
So, what do you think about Battleborn, Keeks? What are your opinions of it? Have you had much to do
played
with
it.
it at all?
Opinions.
it.
You say you have played it or you haven't played it?
No, I haven't played it. I'd give it a go when it comes free to play. It looked
I don't think I
okay.
did give it a go. You played Overwatch though, didn't you?
Yeah, but this is nothing like Overwatch. This is more.
I know it's nothing like Overwatch, but it's the same basic premise where you get
No,
mix
it's
people
not.
that run at each other and shoot.
No, it's not. Though. it's not.
That
It's
is
not-
that is the central premise.
They are, no, they're not. It's complete opposite.
You look at your computer and you click buttons, Keeks. It's much the same.
Pew pew pew.
Battleborn's more of a MOBA, where Overwatch is an FPS shooter, like team-based shooter.
Yeah,
It's completely different games.
Okay. I've watched
Yeah.
someone play it and it looks much the same. I mean, Battleborn is a lot more visually exhausting because there's so much going on at once, whereas
Oh.
Overwatch is a little bit cleaner.
But
But
Oh.
Battleborn's
looks-
more like Heroes of the Storm to me. From what
yeah, I don't watch that either. See, all these sort of games, I just don't. It's not in my sphere of. I was gonna say sphere of influence, but I have no influence in it.
That's why I'm not really interested in it, because I don't like MOBAs. Like I've tried League, I've tried Dota, I've tried Heroes of the Storm. I just don't like them. I'm just not into that sort of game. That's why Battleborn didn't appeal
Yeah.
to me.
Yeah, I mean, none of them really, appeal to me at all. So I was just sort of like Battleborn's like, it's a game that's out. Not interested.
Evio
Battleborn is basically CS:GO
says,
apparently.
yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm,
no,
that's what I was gonna read too.
Quick, turn on the rant alert.
don't
I
even
get
get me
one coming
started. But I will try it when it comes free to play, just for out of curiosity and the fact that I didn't want to pay any money to try it, but I'll try it when it's free.
Helion just said you sit in front of your computer and time passes. It should be the basic
The
premise
basic
of
premise
every
of every game.
game.
Pretty much, yeah.
I approve
See,
of that. That's funny.
The only reason I would play this is so I could say that I played it and I didn't like it. Rather just at the moment I'm just saying, yeah, I don't like it because I'm pretty sure I wouldn't like it. So, I mean, I'm 98% certain I would not like this game. I'd be extremely surprised if I played it and went, oh, this is alright.
Hey.
So, I'm not even interested in investing in the time or the download.
It's not Rocket League. You don't care.
Damn, that's
Yeah,
savage.
exactly.
I'm not
Rocket
even
League.
interested.
0 fucks given. Oh dear. Yeah, so that was Battleborn.
Mm.
Milky,
Yes.
tell me what you have been playing the past 2 weeks. If you say nothing, then I guess we'll probably just move on to Kicks.
Okay. I have been playing work, but I've also
That's
I've
not-
also
Shittest game ever.
I know what I do for work.
Yes, you help other
It's
people buy
awesome.
games and play
Actually,
games, I guess.
no. So I Did I send you those photos on Facebook? Have you not seen what I
You
did
did,
this
but we don't speak
weekend?
about them in a public sphere.
Hey,
No, what did you talk about?
hey,
What were they?
I was Kate from Gears of War.
Oh yeah, I saw like 2 photos. I didn't.
Yeah, show them. I've never cosplayed properly before.
Come on, Keeks. Get it together.
So yeah.
Did you send them directly to me? No.
No, I sent
You
them
put
on
them in the
WePlay.
WePlay.
Yeah.
The chat thing. Hang on.
So
We'll get into this.
yeah, I've been. You know, I'll get to what I've been playing in a second, but I've been.
You've been
working.
cosplaying.
Yes. Yeah. Literally, the guy in the picture who's cosplaying as JD, we were helping man the booth, the Xbox area,
There we go.
at EB Expo, and then, he turns to me at one point and goes, "Hey, do you want to get dressed up?" Next minute, I'm like on the stage, posing with him as for Gears
Where
of
did all
War.
the clothes come from?
That's legit stuff from EB.
Yeah, but did it
Yeah.
just happen to fit you, or?
Oh no. Okay, so I had to. Oh, the shadowing from the gun hides it, but I actually had to, near my crotch, fold up the two pant legs, so the you just circle the crotch.
In case
Man,
you
this
didn't know where the
is-
crotch was.
Just
Because
for
the
those
knee
who haven't
pads,
seen,
the knee
this is the
pads were
crotch.
in practically the middle of my shins.
Oh really?
Yeah, yeah. So, and Kate's boots are actually, I think, a size or a size and a half bigger than my
Yeah.
actual feet, because I'm a size 7, and so, yeah, no, yeah, I am. Oh, and the bandana, the cloth on my my left arm, my upper left arm kept sliding down. Yeah, so that was funny. Yeah, it just fit me. But
I was gonna say, I was like, it looks like it's actually tailor made for you, but now you're telling me that none of it
the
fits.
secrets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hide it with a giant gun.
Well, yeah, so I had to pull up the pants, but not really. Because at
Right.
one point we were in one of the upstairs rooms getting changed, and then Mitch and one of our coworkers, Aaron, was like, "Can you pull the pants up?" And I'm like, "Nope, that's my vagina. Like, it's not it's not going any higher." So I
We're
had to.
flossing now.
So we're very much flossing now. So I had to fold the pant legs instead of just pulling up the pants in general.
Right.
It's like, no, definitely not going up the punani.
So how long did you have to wear them for? I imagine it wasn't
A
exactly.
few hours.
Oh, wow.
So if you bring up the picture again, the chest plate and the back plate and everything, and so does Mitch's, actually connect magnetically, right? So it's
Oh,
all
yeah.
magnets, and it's pretty weighty. So right above my collarbone, on the outer part of my trapezius muscles, oh, they're bruised. Well,
Yeah.
not visibly bruised, but if I touch them and I move them, they hurt. They hurt.
They saw.
They
So
they
was
be tenderized.
was Mitch's thing? Did it fit him, or was it he doing much
Yeah.
the same as you were?
So yeah, it just fit him. I think these are like generic sizes and everything. And
Right.
we were lucky because apparently on Friday the person who was cosplaying as JD was actually shorter than the person cosplaying as Kate. Whereas our height difference actually made sense. Like,
Okay.
he's taller than me, so it was good. It was good, save for the fact that I almost have blisters on my toes from trying to grip as I walk.
So the boots don't fly off.
Yeah, it was funny. So I did that. I played with the crowd for Xbox Fan Fest on Tuesday. Played around with people winning Xbox onesies. Met Phil Spencer. My first 3 words officially to Uncle Phil have now been, "I forgive you." And I said "I forgive you" to Phil Spencer, head of Xbox, because
Keeks, you can't give the niggery alert if chat happens to mention it.
Sure, I can.
where did... Oh my god, Vince says Lempos give Jessica Nigri 10 minutes with Gears of War armor and there will be cleavage armor all over the place. It's true. Like, I was very cautious because the undershirt, and it's all been distressed. Like, these are clean costumes, but they look
I was looking at the
gritty,
boots, and they look like they're actually like years old. It's a really good
right?
effect
Like,
on the
it's
boots.
all distressed and everything. I love it. But it smelled clean, and it was actually clean. The shirt, like the undershirt that I'm wearing, was very, very baggy, and I just tucked it in, kind of thing. And then I was like, oh, there's cleavage, right? But then Mitch and Aaron were like, no, don't worry. With the amount of stuff you are putting on top, like the vest and then the chest plate, like no cleavage. I'm like, yes. I'm like, yes.
Yeah.
People will be staring at the costume, not the boobage. Yes. Yes.
Are you supposed to hold
It's
the gun
fun.
like that, or are you supposed to put your arm around the stock?
What?
Well, it's got chain fucking saw on it. I mean, what are you meant to do with it?
No, with the other
Yeah.
hand.
The other hand, no, it's
Is
yeah.
Is that where
you're
the
ho-
trigger is?
Oh,
Yeah, that's
Your
where
arm's
the
supposed
trigger
to
is.
go. Yeah, you're supposed to put it around the
you're
stock
supposed to be
like
over top of it.
Mitch's.
Oh yeah, it hurt at that point.
Yeah, I've been doing this for ages. See,
Oh,
Milky's
like
actually
you're-
not.
You'll fire and
you're-
it'll go pow.
Yeah, no, you're actually meant to do the whole like over the top and everything.
Right.
Yeah,
See,
you are.
Milky wasn't like she was supposed to be standing next to Mitch, but she's just like she slipped over because her boots were enormous, and she's like,
Yeah.
"Well,
Yeah.
we'll make it look like it's supposed to be that."
She's
way."
Well,
just,
I'm here
she's just
now.
holding the space.
this is where I live now. On the
Yeah, it's
floor.
good.
This is faster than
Yeah,
radio.
but what I actually have been playing, when I haven't been exhausted because I love my job, is BioShock. I've been going and playing
Oh.
BioShock the connection.
Oh, that's right.
Oh
you're,
yes,
you're,
the
yes,
collection. Yes.
from the start.
Mm-hmm.
You did you play the first one or did you skip the first one?
So I had played the first one when it first came out, scared me shitless. But I revisited it. I've
So you
gotten
did play the
every
first one
single-
again?
Yes, I have, and I've gotten every
Ah.
single achievement.
You've been
Every
Chivo
single
whoring?
achievement, yes, I have. Of the original 1000 gamer score, I've to do the challenges when I wrap up everything after Infinite. But after this podcast, I will start number 2 for like 4 hours, and then I'll go to sleep.
You're gonna play from like 11 or 12 till like 4 in the morning? Don't you have to work tomorrow?
No. No.
Neither do I, as it turns out. So.
No. Good. No, my next work obligation is on Thursday. So I work from 8:30 in the morning to 3 p.m. And then I think I'm driving to head office for some streaming. I might. That's not official. So I'll disclose that there. It's not official. So yeah. But hopefully
might be official.
Hopefully it might be official. Hopefully I'll team up with I'll partner up with the social team, and if I'm allowed, I can tweet it out and get that approved and whatnot, and it'll be fun. Because, yeah, I can't say anything. I'm tentative to not say what it is, kind of thing. But it should be fun if I do get to partake in Xbox streaming.
Mm-hmm.
I love
That sounds good.
I love this company so much because, like, for any other company, working at the retail store would just mean you're doing a retail job. And
Yeah.
and yet I'm doing all this stuff. You know, it's awesome. I love it.
Keegs, I think we might need another, overlay, which is like the Microsoft. What should we call it? The Microsoft.
Podcast?
I don't know what you call
Logo?
it. Yeah, just to flash up the Microsoft logo every time
Milky talks about
Not until they
waxing
pay us.
Gushing.
waxing poetic gushes about
Yeah.
my job.
Actually about Microsoft.
The Microsoft.
That may be
gush.
something we need in the future. Okay.
A Microsoft fangirl. Woo woo.
Yes.
Gushing
See, we can have Rocket League for me,
Gushing,
CS:GO
oh
for you, and
no.
Microsoft for Milky.
Mhm.
Perfect. All right,
Yes.
Keeks. What have you been
Microsoft
playing?
Plug Zone. Yes, what have you been playing?
All right, let's have a look. Let's look at my Steam. I have been playing Counter Strike.
Meow.
ESCA,
Yeah.
which is also Counter Strike.
Yes.
I've been playing a lot of
Yeah.
FTL, trying to beat like the boss in FTL, and currently having no fucking luck whatsoever. It's getting very
Okay.
Have you been
frustrating.
streaming at all?
I streamed it once, and then like I've been playing it on my sort of by myself quiet time, trying to finish it, and it's frustrating as fuck. I always get to the end, get to the boss, do the first stage, and then get wrecked on the second stage. It's
Oh.
frustrating as hell. Then of course we played The Uncertain episode 1.
We did indeed. It was good. I enjoyed it. Kicks not so much.
Yeah, it was alright. No, it wasn't.
that was your takeaway from it when all was said and done.
To be
It was
honest,
like, yeah.
to be honest, it
Yeah,
actually wasn't
alright.
even alright. I didn't really enjoy it.
You were
very much.
underwhelmed by it very
Yeah,
much, weren't
I
you?
was extremely underwhelmed.
Keegs, I think you went into that with too high hopes.
Well, it had so much potential. So much
It
potential.
does.
And it just
It did, and it still will. It'll be fine.
ruined it.
you know,
Ruined its
Play
potential.
the second one, Keegs, and be disappointed by that, and never play it again.
Now let's see how the reviews are going.
Or
Mostly
the
positive.
Uncertain.
Fuck bullshit.
Hear that, Keegs? Your opinion is wrong.
Yeah, my opinion's
Oh.
perfect. Everybody else is wrong. Clearly. Steam purchases. Damn it. Key activations. God damn it. Negatives.
This-
Oh, look
Victor
how
says-
negative it is.
Victor says
Oh.
There's my
What
the
did he say?
Certain was good. Obviously,
Okay.
he's never heard of it and misheard the Uncertain as
I'm,
the Certain.
I'm already confused now. Yeah, let's look at most.
But I enjoyed it. I actually enjoyed. I think I enjoyed it more because I wasn't actually playing it. I had
Oh, look,
influence
there I am.
over it, but I wasn't actually doing it. So,
Mine. 10 out of 17
did
people.
anybody find that review helpful, Keeks?
10 out of 17.
59%. That's a pretty good hit rate.
All right, look at that. Look at all that.
Read more. Keeks read a whole fucking novel.
Yep, you
Oh,
can go and read my novel.
Jesus.
Go and read Keeks' novel.
Yep, tell you all about how much I didn't like the game. And tell everybody that was helpful.
It was
As
not
if-
helpful. Tell them it was
as long
funny.
as it-
It's satire.
It's not funny.
Um,
What else have I played?
Nebula says chat is broken, stuff is in caps, because I remember Xenon saying you only fix stuff if it's in caps. It's not that I only fix it if it's in caps, it's just that I only notice it if it's in caps.
Why is it box?
It looks like it's
Doesn't look
working for
boxed.
me.
Yeah, it looks fine to me.
Looks alright. I mean, that is alternating from... Oh, there we go. It was alternating, like, colour and no colour there. Oh, there it is, yeah. Colour and no colour. Look at
Yeah.
that. You're not probably watching the video. I'm watching the video.
Yeah, I think I might. Anyway, whatever. We'll deal with it
on that.
as we'll deal with it.
What
Anyway,
has Xenon been playing? Have you played anything else, Keith?
I tried this Toxic game
Toxic.
because it was free to play.
Got 2Ks in it. Must be good.
Shit.
I
It
suppose you'd like
was-
to elaborate on what you thought of that.
Sorry, yeah. It was okay, I guess. It's free to play. It's basically Quake 3 Arena, except redone. And it's got vehicles, which is weird.
Yeah.
Got like a cross between Halo and Quake 3 Arena, actually, now I think about it. So, yeah, something interesting if you're into that sort of thing. Yeah.
Okay.
that's it for me. If you're into that sort of
If.
thing. And it's pretty old
Played
genre
32
now,
minutes
but
of it.
some people enjoy
Mm.
it.
Formed your opinion.
Yeah, well, I didn't play much. I'm just saying from what I played. I mean, I just did the sort of intro bit where it teaches you how to play the game and gives you all the guns. And it's got like a TV nuke missile from Quake 3 and teaches you how to drive vehicles and you run around and shoot each other. Like it was okay, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Cool.
Yes.
What has Xenon been playing?
what have you been playing?
Oh, wait, that's me. I played Event,
Oh my
I
God.
played Event Zero.
Yeah.
I probably spoke about it in the last stream because I played it before the last stream ended, started. But I played it again and it's still broken.
The
Oh.
bot.
They have not fixed it for me. Developers are no longer responding to my request for comment, and
Oh.
so I guess that may actually be a stream that we never ever finish. We may never get the payoff in the end. We might be fucked.
Dang. Damn,
So,
son.
yeah, it was Event Zero. Played some Euro Truck Sim, played some Spin Tires, played some GTA, played some Skyrim, played Arma. Oh, so I also played Miscreated, which is actually a surprisingly fun Rust-esque sort of game, which I didn't think I was going to enjoy at all, but it turned out it was actually alright. It was buggy as fuck. Like, it crashed probably 3 times in the 3 hours that I played,
Damn.
which is kind of annoying.
Yeah.
But it's still in early access, so that was pretty much what I expected. It was like an open world survival game, much as Rust is. It's got crafting mechanics. You can build your own base. There's not a lot of zombies, and the zombies were not very smart. Like, you could basically just walk away from them, and you were all fine. It does actually have fauna in it though. So I saw a squirrel where I was chased by wolves at one point. I managed to find someone else's fully completed car and stole it from them. That was fun. Yeah, it was good. We drove around for a while. We went into an airbase and didn't steal any aircraft because apparently there aren't any. We went into an underground bunker and there wasn't really anything under there either, but it was fun.
Oh, Nevio says, Keegs, what about Aviary Attorney?
I know, I don't really need to get onto that. Milky, I need to get in
about
touch with you about that too.
Hey!
We should do that soon. Yeah.
So Victor says Miscreated is amazing if you look away from all the bugs and crashes. Yeah, it had a lot of not so much bugs, it had a lot of crashes. Like, that was the takeaway I took away from it. It's got an in-game VoIP system which worked reasonably well. I actually met a guy within the first probably first 3 minutes, because we both spawned in sort of the noob starting area, and we both sort of looked at each other, and one of us were going to kill each other, and he goes, "Hello," and I'm like, "Hello." And we both started talking, and yeah, we had a whole thing where we ran around for a while before it crashed, and then I never saw him again. So,
hello.
Yeah, that was what it was like. We both sort of stayed there awkwardly looking at each other like, should we kill each other? So, I played a bit of This Is the Police. I played Roller Coaster Tycoon 2. What a train wreck that was. Pun intended. It turns out a game from like 1998 or whenever the fuck it was created.
Third one.
When you play it 20 years later, it's still shit. So, it mostly was UI problems. Like, it was really shitty UI.
Why don't you play this third one? No, there's a third one.
Apparently 2 was the good one, so I thought, I'll play that one. And no, it wasn't the good one. It wasn't even the okay one. It was a shit one.
Oh.
Stupid stuff like when you're placing like roller coaster track, like you think you just like click on the screen. No, that's not how it works. You click to place the first one, and then you've got to press a button on the right hand side of the screen, and like that's the placement button, and you just press the placement button rather than clicking on the screen. Just like stuff that makes no sense.
Why don't you play this one? There's bikinis and dolphins and all sorts of things.
If I was going to play another roller coaster game, I'd play like the latest one. If it was good, that does not look good.
Like
that looks
Coaster
like crap.
Tycoon or something.
I mean, I played this because it was very 16-bit-ish.
Planet Coaster, that's it. That's the new
Planet Coaster,
like,
yeah, that's probably the one I'll
one.
actually play. But I don't think that's even out yet. Yeah, 18th of November. I emailed them and said,
6
can I get a
weeks.
copy of Planet Coaster? They haven't got back to me, so I'm assuming that means no.
No
Because
reviews.
I've seen a couple of people play it, and I'm actually like, I'd be interested to play that and give it a go.
Dinosaurs. Oh, it looks like The Sims.
Yeah, it's got a little bit of the Sims feel to it. But it looks interesting.
Yes.
Available November 18th.
Yay.
So yeah, I asked them for a review copy and they never got back to me. So I'm assuming that's a no. And of course I played the regulation amount of Wacky Weeg.
Waka Weeg.
Walking
Wacky
League.
Weeg. I had someone diss me the other day saying they got jizz rags that were more useful than I was when I was playing.
Oh!
I'm like, damn.
Absolutely barbaric.
I've
Damn,
only put
man.
in 717 hours.
I will say, kudos for a burn that I haven't heard. Like, whew, is rags.
You must be
That
that
imply
level
that
where
he
you're
washes
expected to
them
be
and-
good.
Oh man.
Yeah. I don't
Get
know.
good.
Like I was having an off
Jizz
game, I must say. I was playing against some other Legend players, and they were all much better than I was. And I hadn't been playing for probably about a week and a half. And if I don't play pretty much every day, I get very shit very quickly. So I was playing like a bit of a noob, and yeah, I was not up to snuff as it turns out.
Yeah, I was 700 and something.
I can't wait till I can actually stream it because I play so fucking much of it. Like I'm playing probably 20 hours a week, pretty much every week.
Noob.
Probably more than that even, a lot of the time. Actually, yeah, I've played 14 hours in the last 2 weeks, and I've barely played it in the last 2 weeks. So, yeah, it's not a game that I've been playing a lot over the past couple of weeks because I've just been working flat out and not had any time for it. But it's good, still good. Although they do have shitty fucking loot crates in it now, and I've been sucked into buying fucking keys to unlock them. A bit shit. But at least you can't actually buy the boxes. So otherwise I'd be like, fuck it, I'll spend $1 and get a box.
Oh, that shit.
I did actually get a unique rocket trail the other day, and I was like, whoa, yeah. So I've got a cool rocket trail.
Rocket trail.
Rocket trail.
Woohoo!
That wasn't where I was going with that, but okay. Moving on.
Everywhere that I go, I see rocket trail.
Rocket trail. Woo!
Lempos, you got niggly talk, Vince. Be content. Be contempt or content?
Contempt. Be contempt. I contempt you, fool. What has Victor played this week? I don't know, Victor. What have you played this week? Ooh. Right. What else? Q&A. Anybody has any questions? Ask us now. Otherwise, I'm going to bed.
Yeah,
Yes,
fat platoon.
Q&A.
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 Anything else been going on this week, people?
Not
In
really.
general?
Besides work.
Yes,
Don't have a
that's very
Q&A.
much been me. Like, I generally don't work multiple hours per day. And then going from doing that to doing like 10, 15, well, not 15, but 10 to 12 hours a day. Been a bit of an adjustment for the past 5 days. I am tired.
Then take a nap.
Tired.
Then buy the missiles.
No RPG-ing Xenon. What RPG? What are we talking about?
RPGs. Yeah, like rockets.
What
and
do- I
stuff.
Rocket propelled grenades?
Rocket Power. Does anyone remember that Nickelodeon show? Rocket
Yeah.
Power.
I do. I never really watched it though. I wasn't really into it.
I think this might be
I was a
after
little
my
bit.
time.
Q&A.
Nothing is ever after my time. Just watch all the things.
My time is now!
Yeah, my time isn't. Q&A.
I believe that's what the kids say. Right. So, yeah, if you've got any questions, ask us now. Otherwise, I'm very much going to bed because I'm very much
Forever.
tired.
Hold your peace. Hold your
Hold your
peace.
pieces.
Hold it
Oh,
in
someone's
private.
joined the Discord. Raven. I don't know who Raven is. And
Oh.
right click.
New friends.
Check their profile.
But yes,
yes.
I got a
boys
picture
will
of
go
a-
to sleep, and I will stream.
Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. So, Milky's going to stream after this, so go and check her out on her channel. You can
Yes.
find her channel info in the doobly-doo below.
The doobly
Kids,
doop.
Have you been streaming? What are you going to stream? Are you streaming soon?
I
about the streams.
will be
Tell me.
streaming.
Tell me about the streams, don't tell me about the
eventually.
excuses.
I will be streaming probably Wednesday. I will start my playthrough of Wing Commander Prophecy. Bring back all the old memories of my youth.
Woo!
So get involved in that. I'll probably also stream. I have a CS:GO match that night, so I'll probably stream that, but that'll be on Twitch.
Woo!
Mm-hmm.
Doobly doo.
Doobly doos. So yeah, that's me done.
Cool. Milky, you're streaming straight after this. Are you streaming anything else in the next 2 weeks? As per usual.
Everything.
Dependent everything.
You probably actually
No,
by the time 2 weeks comes around, you'll probably have finished like a couple of Bioshocks.
2. Yeah, so if I haven't finished Bioshock 2, then it'll still be Bioshock 2. But if I have, it will be Bioshock Infinite. So we're going to round off the Bioshock collection very nicely.
All the Bioshocks.
All the Bioshocks. And then I might just never stream again. No,
Oh my God.
Dun, dun,
oh my
dun.
god. No, so either gosh. I don't know what I want to stream.
Oh my
I-
god.
What would You haven't thought post Bioshock, have you?
Maybe more random Maple Story streaming. Or Danganronpa Goodbye Despair. Which is
That's the new one, isn't it?
That's the second one, yeah. That's the
Yeah.
second Danganronpa. More high school murdering.
More Dungans.
Dun, 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 dun. Such good music. Oh my god. It's still my ringtone. It's this. Hang on. And don't worry, we won't get copyright striked. Content ID'd
on my channel.
for me. For me.
Oh yeah, that's me. Shit.
Ready? Ringtone is this. Yeah.
It
of
sounds like something
Banjo-Kazooie.
from what's that game? Crash Bandicoot.
Dun, 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 dun. And then the electric guitar comes in and goes dun, 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 dun. It's so good. It's so good.
Do you leave people like ringing so you can hear the guitar bit?
Oh my god, like yes. No, I'll answer it or like and be like super depressed that I had to answer it or like when I'm like putting my nuggets in the oven and then I set it for like 7 minutes, it's my it's my timer. And so I'll just let it like I won't stop the timer when it goes off.
Yeah.
I'll just like continue dancing. It's okay.
Alarm forever.
Dun, 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 dun. Alarm
dear.
forever. It's so good though.
So, what will I be streaming? I will probably be streaming tomorrow morning, although I might be streaming a little bit later than I normally do, because I normally stream at 7, although I'm probably going to have a bit of a sleep in tomorrow, unless I wake up particularly perky tomorrow morning, which I doubt very much I will. So, watch out for streams tomorrow. Check out my Twitter. That's where you're going to find when I'm streaming. And also check out Milky's Twitter, which is at milkypixel.
Hey!
Check out Keegs' Twitter, at KeegsKegel.
Hey!
Also, check out their respective YouTube channels, youtube.com/milkypixelbox with a 0 rather than an O, and youtube.com/KegelGaming. He's put in /user KegelGaming, but you don't need that, so put in /KegelGaming. Go to Keeg's channel, check out his videos. Also, check out his The Uncertain video, because I find it really good, and not enough people have seen it. We need more The Uncertain in the world.
The Uncertain by 3, yeah. That was pretty fun.
Lampos is suggesting that I'm pregnant. Oh no, unless there's immaculate conception going on.
Oh,
I mean, like
Lord.
I am
nugget
plucky.
in the oven.
I am. I said multiple nuggets, plural nuggets. Like
Nuggets.
I am the cluckiest person on the planet, but that doesn't mean that I'm about to become impregnated anytime soon. So unfortunately.
Don't sit in the shower, you'll be fine.
We have to
Don't know where you're going with that sentence.
No, we have to get a worthy gentleman.
You hear that, chat? We're looking for a worthy gentleman.
No, but no.
Any takers? We're starting at $5.
We're not looking at
Here
the
goes a $5.
moment.
$5. We
We're
have
not-
$5.
we're not-
The invitations is out there. Please put in your resume too.
Stop. No.
WePlayBusiness@gmail.com.
You won't get a reply.
No. Oh Jesus Christ. No, no advertising. My
Okay.
husband right now is my.
He's Danganronpa.
We don't
I'm
even, I'm sure you've got a name for it. Yes. It hides in a drawer and makes a lot of noise.
Xbox.
Alright.
Oh, I actually don't have one of those. I could never justify spending the money.
Okay.
What are we talking about? I think I missed something.
Yeah, you did.
Moving along.
Lady
Very
frustration simulators. Anyway, so good.
Back massager, I think they're what they're called.
Yeah, that's it.
Back massagers. I don't have one of those either.
Well,
Oh,
you got an
good.
electric toothbrush, don't you?
Bid started rather
No,
low.
I
Come on, chat.
don't.
Fuck.
Jesus Christ, woman. How do you survive?
All right.
By carrying
Alright.
Done here?
other people.
We've
I think we're done here.
we've
Let's move it.
rode-
Let's go to bed.
Let's
Try and
mosey
wreck this
on,
enough.
or stream.
Yes.
Or yeah, go to bed, stream. Keegs, what are you doing?
Xbox
I'm
on.
gonna make some dinner and then go to bed.
Okay, in that order.
My Xbox just turned on. I turned on my.
Everything's ready to go. So head
Yeah.
over to
Speakers and I'll turn it
Milky's. to harass her chat and
Yes,
put in your applications for
husbandry.
Yes.
yeah.
Everybody should go and watch Milky stream and solicit her with monetary amounts of money. I'm not sure
Right.
how that works, but it's happening.
The
Yeah,
bidding
Good night,
will,
everybody.
the bidding will continue in her chat.
Donate and subscribe. Oh yes, continue in my chat.
Good night, everybody.
Good
Good
night.
night. See you. Love you.